Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here for a new mod map tour of the Risoux Forest. I could be saying that very wrong, so I apologize. This is by JM Gaming. It is 383.31 megabytes to download for all platforms. I'm going to go ahead and start off by reading the description and we'll go ahead and get into it. It says, the mysterious Risoux Forest is back, a place where every path whispers a secret and every shadow hides an enigma. Explore this natural setting full of mysteries, where only the most attentive will be able to detect the hidden elements, stumps, cabins, huts invisible to the distracted eye. Armed with your instinct and curiosity, set out to discover buried clues and emblematic characters. It is a forest with more than 20,000 trees, 3 sales points, 1 sawmill. There is a collection of mushrooms to look for, destructible rocks, and the winding and steep paths can also be a good opportunity to do a motorcycle race. The map also contains 19 fields to buy, 70 wooded plots, 1 water source, AI network for easy movement, 1 set of new ground textures to enhance the landscape mode, and that's that. Before we get too far, we're going to take a look at this here in a second. One thing I want to mention is this right here, which is findyour.farm. It's linked down below in the description. This is by Yoast Modding and Oxy Gaming. It is a cool place that shows you where all the different maps are in Farming Simulator. Like we have the memory right there. We have that one just recently came out, so that one's in there. We have Lapinky right there. I don't think we're going to have this one on there yet. Silver Lake Forest up there, Tassie Farm. Recently, it looks like just got updated. And again, I don't think this one will be on there yet, but yeah, eventually it will be on there at some point. And you can see kind of where it is, right over there. There we are. The Risoux Forest is right over in that region right there. So it shows you where it's at. And if you're curious, like you want to come on there and like, oh, I want to play in Michigan in the US, you can look and see if there's any maps in that region, such as the Frankenmuth map. So there you guys go. Just pretty cool. Wanted to mention that to you. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's free to use and all that good stuff. But yeah, okay. Here is the map. It's quite nice, actually. This is a really good... There's a possibility I do like a start from scratch farm series on here. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Obviously, I got to finish up at least one of my other series that I'm working on, but it's quite a nice map, a lot of forestry and stuff like that, but it also has just a good mix of like there's some fields and stuff around, dotted around, and to kind of help you be able to do some different things. So, and just some random plots and things like that in terms of how they're set up. I think it's brilliant. I really do. I really think this is a fantastic map. So I'm excited about that. In new farm mode, you do start off with a forestry plot right here, a forestry plot, and farmland 60, which has a house on it and just a little bit of room for you to move around. And you're right next to the town, which is where we're at. No animal pens to start. There are contracts on the fields, which is pretty cool. And you do have available on the map a sawmill, and you don't own anything else right now. You can obviously place down kind of whatever you want as well when you're doing, you know, production, stuff like that. Let's take a look at our starting equipment. We have an International Series 200, a John Deere 843L2, which is a nice little forestry harvester, John Deere 8R410, a Komatsu 951, the Ponzi Bison active frame, a TMC Cancela TFR 250, and this guy right here, the little, oh, what is it, a winch? Yeah, forestry winch, cable winch thing there. Yeah, fun. Okay, so let's just walk into town. It is a beautiful map, and you can probably hear some of the ambience. There's a lot of birds chirping and stuff like that. It's quite nice. Feels quite peaceful to be on the map, if I'm honest. Over here, we got a couple things going on. First off, we have the animal dealer right here, which is perfect. I'm going to just go and put the map on there so we can see kind of where we're at as well. And I don't believe there's any NPCs on here, at least not marked. They said there could be some characters out there, so who knows, you know? Who knows? And out in the peripheral, what do we got? We got Robert's Farm over there, which is a sell point, I believe. And then we have Micah's house, I don't know. And then down here, I think we have the sawmill down there, in addition to the little town area. And then we, of course, have like a sell point for the animal dealer right here. Our farmyard is just across the street, so let's go check that out. So all these trees right through here, and on this side you own, on that side of the road. And then we, of course, have our little farmyard here. We got a grill cooking away, so I probably should check on that. It's got a little too much smoke probably right now. It needs to probably be checked on. We have a wardrobe trigger and a house trigger. It is in a house, you can go inside, but it's still there. Oops, didn't mean to turn my light on. So yeah, you've got your sleep trigger and all that sort of stuff set up for you. And over here, you kind of got like a little farmyard area. Does this open up? It does. Fantastic. And you got your truck parked in there. And then you have kind of actually some bulk storages here with all your forestry equipment. You actually start with quite a bit of forestry equipment, which is quite nice to start with. And then right next door, as we get off of our land, we have the debris crusher right here. And it looks like we have another sell point over here. This is going to be, if we just zoom in a little bit, this is going to be the Les Rochets sell point. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. But yeah, so you have this little chunk of land out through here, a lot of forestry, and these trees that are connected to this, and this kind of plot of land with your shed and stuff on it. But yeah, then we have the Les Rochets and the debris crusher there. And then the store is right across the street. It looks like it's John Deere branded, but yes, we have our store right over here. Big area for vehicles and stuff to spawn. But yeah, it's nice. Quite lovely. Little store area here. I'm assuming there's like... Can you open that up? No. I'm assuming there's a repair trigger somewhere. Oh, right here. Right in front of me. There we go. Repair trigger for you. And then looks like we have a sell point and a fuel point. Yeah, purchase of fuel and the gas station. So I guess that's also where they're going to buy fuel from it, and then you can get some gas from here. So if you wanted to sell gas off, you could do that. And then we're back over to the animal dealer. So nice, nice little farm area and everything like that. Let's go ahead and hop our truck. We're to drive down to the sawmill, and then I think we'll do the rest of it as a flyover. I think that's just the most appropriate for this map right here. Start this baby up, get her rocking and rolling. Okay. Nice international truck. We'll get out here on the main road and start cooking. So, yeah, we'll head up this way. And actually, it's just kind of down from here, isn't it? And there are some signs as well, which, what do those say on them? Oh, nice. It says kind of Mason McCod's down here, and then is it the LaGrosse Sawmill? I think that's what that says. So that'll be down here as well. And then Robert's Farm is that way, which is kind of nice. So, yeah, I like how they did that. You can see the terrain is a little rough, but I think you could still have fun and set up a good farm on here. I love taking like forestry plots and then making a farm out of them. That's the way I love to do it. This is where we want to go for the sawmill, I believe. But yeah, it's quite nice, and some of the trees are not super forestry friendly, so you might have to do some wood chipping or something to get those guys out of here, but most of them look like they'll be fine. And it's not so dense that it's ridiculous, but there's definitely plenty of stuff to do on here, plenty of trees to cut down, so you can definitely keep busy. And it kind of feels like we're honestly in a different world now that we've driven across the map here. Like, we have no view of the town or anything like that. And then here we are at the sawmill point. There's a couple people walking around working, so it doesn't feel like completely alone. That's kind of nice too. Like when I did my No Man's Land series, it felt just a little alone on there, you know? So it's kind of nice that you have you know, some homies walking around doing their thing. But yeah, anyhow, let's go ahead and hop into flight mode and take a look. So yeah, coming up from there, the town is up over there. Wow, yeah, the terrain is nice. I really like that. It's very flowing. The edges look like they're pretty good set up. You got obviously like some areas where they set it up to like as if there had been someone that had come clear cut it and then planted a bunch more trees to be dealt with as well. I'm sure that they won't keep growing. Typically trees don't keep growing when you see them set up like this. So you could probably cut them down though. I'm sure you can still buy this plot. Yeah, but I'm assuming that the trees, the small ones, aren't going to keep growing. It's just going to be what it is, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I'm kind of glad they only did that in one area. It's a nice little effect over here, but yeah, it's not everywhere. So it's kind of nice that you don't have to, you know, you don't have that everywhere. Most of it is just kind of natural, untamed forest. And I love the fields just like randomly plop down in random areas. It's kind of cool. So it's like, oh, there's a clearing here that's cleared out, you know, and get some stuff going. And then of course you have a little bit of farmers that are out doing their thing. And this is great. Look at this little farm here. Yeah, so this is Robert's farm. You can see there are some like plants and stuff here just to make it look like he's got an actual running farm, which is great. So it feels like you're kind of not alone out here, which I love that. And there should be another farm out this way somewhere, I believe. Oh, yeah, there it is. And once again, there's a little bit of stuff happening. Not as much as at the other farm, but there's definitely some stuff happening here, so you don't feel like it's completely just empty and alone. But yeah, this is a really cool map. I love this. Yeah, I definitely could see the possibility of a good series on here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments about it in terms of the map and everything like that. But that's what I got for you today with this map tour. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.